good afternoon. You've joined me on the 3rd of October on an overcast but mild day. Not that you need to know about the weather. I think the last time I vlogged anything was on holiday. Not really felt much like vlogging anything since then. Since we've been back, obviously it's all the back to school business and getting the kids geared up for that, which has not been easy, let me tell you. I'll be honest, Kira has been golden. Kira is like the gold standard. Alex, the gold standard when it comes to school, might add. That sounds a bit mean. Alex, on the other hand, has not been easy to get back into the routine, which I didn't think he would be, because we've had a few tricky moments during the holidays and during our holidays at Butlins. That's just not been easy. His behaviour is a bit challenging of late. Since he's been back at school, myself and Dan have been called a couple of times to pick him up regarding his behaviour. And he's on his second day back. We got a call to pick him up, and he had to be excluded, which was really just heartbreaking. I couldn't believe his behaviour was so bad at school that it had to result in that. It seemed a bit harsh for a 5-year-old, but at the same time it's not fair on his class if he's disrupting them and throwing things. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not acting like out at anyone in particular. He's not targeting any children. He's not being, violent or vicious towards anyone. He's not like that. He just gets frustrated and he throws things, and he just kind of loses himself a bit. And yeah, his attention span isn't the best, and I don't think the whole being obsessed with tablets and technology and games has helped. And he does what his sister wants to do. She loves that kind of thing. He sees Dan on the PlayStation all the time, and I'm bad for scrolling and stuff, so that's not helped. So they put measures in place to have an extra member of staff come in to help him. He is having to go into a separate room in the mornings. It's called like a nurture group. He's having to just be separate, and I'll be honest, he's not doing well. The thing is, it annoys me because he's clever. He is really clever. He's good with his animal facts. I think he's good with his numbers when he wants to be. And I think he's smart enough to learn to read. I can tell he's frustrated that he can't read and he can't write yet. But he doesn't try. Like, I don't think he likes the structure of school, which I understand some kids don't take to it. But it's really frustrating because I had a meeting with the head teacher this morning regarding it. And she said, even though he's improved slightly, it's with a lot of adult supervision, one-to-one, and he needs to integrate with the class. And these problems, these weren't there like a year ago. I think it's only been in the recent, 5-6 months maybe. So I don't know what's happened. Nothing has happened at home. Nothing has changed so significantly that it's rocked his foundation, so to speak. So I'm really at a loss as to why this has happened. There's been talks about him potentially being on the spectrum. We filled in forms and sent them off to an outside source. I can't remember where, and it's to get support for him in school, which he really needs. And yeah, it's just waiting for that to come back. But in the meantime, there's talks that if it continues, he's disrupting the class so much that apparently parents have complained and gone in and said, and the head teacher's telling me, oh, I can't have that. And I'm thinking, yeah, I know, but Alex doesn't climb around our house. We tell him off and he stops. So I'm a bit I don't know, maybe he just doesn't like to listen to certain people. But it annoys me as well because they keep going on about, oh, he's always tired when he comes in, as if we don't allow him to sleep or something. And yeah, he is hard to get to sleep at night, but the amount of times myself and Dan have been called into the school because he's fallen asleep and they can't wake him, and then the minute we get there, sometimes we don't even have to lift him or move him or pick him up, and he perks up and he's like, oh, wide awake. So I just don't think they're trying in that respect. But with the other aspects, I'm a bit worried for him. And you know, it upsets me if people are going in complaining. They must know it's him, because children talk, you know, they'll say, oh, that boy's done this, that girl's done this. So they must know that it's him doing certain things that are disrupting the class. So I just worry that eventually he's going to get excluded, which is not a nice feeling. I feel just really bad for him, because he is, I know I'm probably biased because I'm his mum, but he plays so nicely with children. Just like we take him to the park, or he's gone to parties for his classmates before, and he plays so lovely. And it's just such a shame that when he's at school he struggles so much, and he does act up, and I am ashamed. I am genuinely ashamed, because when Kira was younger and there were kids acting up in her class, I used to say, oh, you know, just if they're doing that, or they're scaring you, or it's making you uncomfortable or disrupting you, just move away from them, don't play with it. And I'd say stuff like that, and I feel bad now, because obviously Alex doesn't do it nastily, but people may look at him and think, oh God, stay away from that kid. And it breaks my heart that I've got that kid, which sounds really mean saying that, but like how my little perfect baby was, and he's turned out completely different. And although obviously you still love your kids, it's just really, it's really hard to deal with. I don't know where things are going to go, because there's talk of him, if he carries on and it's really bad and they can't, because if they can't get the funding for someone to help him in time, then it might be exclusion again. And I know a kid in Kira's class had pretty much permanent exclusion, and you know, I don't have the luxury of being a stay-at-home mum. I have to work, and I can't be at home with him all day. Like, I can't, even if I, you know, I could get certain days from home, or I did still work all the week from home, I can't, that's not going to help him. I can't work and, you know, teach him. It's just not going to happen. Even if I had the time, I don't think I'd make the best teacher for him. He needs to be with his friends, and I just feel really upset that, you know, I'm thinking of the worst case scenario. I'm hoping he'll improve, but at the minute his attention span is so hard to get him to even try to do any kind of writing or practice reading or even read a book with me anymore. It's all just bloody tablets and phones and games, and it's so frustrating, because Dan is obviously really into it and he'll go on it as soon as he gets home, and I wish I was the one picking him up from school, so I could, as soon as we get home, I could get him into something different and get him writing and reading and trying to, I don't know, I think it's a lot easier when you don't have commitments of work, or at least one of you doesn't. Like when I was younger, obviously my mum was the only parent, but she was at home, she never worked, so she could always be there helping me, and I think that helped a lot. And I think we spent a lot more time with Kira. I feel guilty that we haven't spent quite as much time with Alex, and now I feel like it's our fault in some way. I just feel really bad for him. He doesn't care. He doesn't care at this point. I don't think he's noticed it. He just wants to do what he wants to do, but it's so hard when you have a kid like Kira. She's golden. She's just, even though she moans about stuff, she's not necessarily the top student of every subject, but she tries, and she's clever and she's good. She picks up stuff even though she doubts herself, and she's always been kind of, yeah, easy. Now that I look back, I used to think, oh, that was a tricky time, but it actually wasn't when you compare it. So I think, yeah, we were lured into a false sense of security, because Alex is very tricky. So yeah, I was expecting a call this morning because it was a struggle to get him to go into school after I had the meeting with his head teacher. And he was trying to kind of come after me out of the school. It was a bit of a tricky time. Yeah, I was expecting them to call me saying, you need to come pick him up, he's acting up, he's doing this or that or whatever. But I haven't had a call, and it is almost 3 p.m, so looks like it's been okay. I mean, he may have acted up during the day, but it's better than me having to be called in to the school, so we shall see.
Oh.
Lads have been busy, haven't you, Dan?
Oh, wow.
You built a ramp?
Yeah. This car's rubbish.
Yeah, it goes sideways.
Time here.
Alex, which one are you going to aim for now?
Yeah, we can move this to any place. No
Oh, go on then.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and hit the carrot patch.
Okay. Whoa. Oh!
Dang
Look
it!
at the sofa.
Can I have a go?
The coat's been wet.
Ooh.
Oh, Daddy's just parked next to the figures.
Alex, can I have a go?
You have a go,
Okay.
I missed that one. Yay!
So you got the...
Right, Kira's turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa! Well done, Kira. Kira keeps hitting the creeper as well. Right, Alex's turn.
Okay, I'm aiming.
I thought he was going to trample it then.
Skeleton.
Okay. He's going to do it. Here we go.
Oh.
Oh, he knocked it. Well done. Oh, Alex. Look, a mountain goat. Oh. Yeah, that car is not very good, is it? Oh my goodness. Do you want me to hold it for you? Oh, hello. You followed us down the river. The lake. Can you hear?
We don't have any bread.
You're giving them bits of grass. I'm really sorry. It's taking it though, that one, look.
Yeah.
Likes it. Oh, hello. Alex. That's enough now, because they can get their own grass, can't they, really? That one's like...
Oh, we want eating the grass now.
Yeah. Kids have just found a dog. They're convinced he's on its own. Can't see an owner anywhere. See? There's nobody about. Very old looking dog. Probably just super slow. It's literally, we've acquired a dog. He's just
literally
hello, mate. I can't see anyone around, so I don't know where he's come from. Yeah, he's just chilled, isn't he? I don't want to try and grab him and look at his collar because I'm a bit, like, I don't want to scare him. He's a bit, you're an old lad, aren't you? I don't know what your name is. Just to clarify, the dog got back together with its owner. We were, yeah, I didn't film any more of our little jaunt out and about, but the dog is back with its owner. As we walked down the path we were on, like the older lady that was walking a smaller dog that we thought the dog was with, I'm not sure if it was hers unless she knew the person who owned it, but as we rounded the corner, she was standing with another lady who went, oh, well, there you are, come here. I was just like, okay, I don't know why you'd let an old dog like that just run about by itself, but whatever. Anyway, home now. I'm making a lot of noise. I'm feeling the autumnal vibes today, although it's been raining a lot this week, so we've taken advantage of the weather. I dragged Alex out on a lovely walk this morning. Oh, that's going to fall over there. I dragged Alex out on a lovely walk this morning. We walked down to the farm that's at the bottom of the hill to inquire how much their hay bales are for the rabbits, because they get through quite a bit. So I haven't filmed an awful lot since probably our holiday way at the start of September. Since then I've had my birthday. I don't really know what else has happened, just general business, and it is now what date are we on? The 22nd of October. We're gearing up for Halloween. Still haven't decorated our house. We need to. And we acquired this guy a couple of weeks back. I'm glad we, oh my god, it's gonna fall over. I'll stand up and show you. He's like a full-size skeleton, 5 foot. We've called him Jeff. Hi Jeff, how you doing? You fine? Hello. And I'm glad we bought him. Look at him. Look at the detail on that. I'm glad we bought him when we did, because went back the following week and there were none left. And we did have a smaller Jeffrey a couple of years ago, but Alex broke him. He sat on him because he decided to hide with him in one of our washing baskets, as you do. So yeah, I think tomorrow, once we've sorted out the house, we're gonna have Halloween-ify the dining room and just cover it in all the decorations. We've bought some more actually. So aside from Jeff, I'll show you the others that we got actually. This is like the most terrible lighting imaginable, but I'm going to prop you there anyway just to make it awkward. So we found these bits. I think these are from Home Bargains. Jeffrey was from Asda. Asda do some good Halloween stuff. We got this guy. I'm pretty sure this is from Home Bargains. Not sure. Nice little guy to sit on the table or something. I mean, we already have Halloween decorations, but I'm kind of building up a bit of a collection. We've got this, I think he's supposed to be a vulture. Yeah, vulture decoration. Not full size, I'd imagine, but yeah, so he can sit somewhere and look all creepy. We've also got this, which will light up, and oh god, blinded to the camera, and it all, you can't see it on the wall, but it, yeah, shines down the room. It's quite good. It also got a door knocker. The kids have been playing with that though, but I don't think it is activated when you move the knocker. I think it just plays constantly, so for obvious reasons we're only going to have that for maybe an hour, maybe less, on Halloween for the trick-or-treaters. We've also got some of these. When I say we, I mean me. There's like little test tubes of slime and a little spider in. Thought we could give those trick-or-treaters something a little bit different. And we've hidden the sweets I bought in the cupboard downstairs. The kids haven't clocked those yet. But do you know what? My two are ever so good. They don't eat a lot of sweets or chocolate. They're very conserved compared to me, who just tries to eat everything that I can get my hands on. So yeah, that's those. Yeah, we've got a lot of other Halloween bits from previously, like I said. I think we've got any other skeletons. We've got some animal skeletons. Oh, actually, Alex chose like a little frog. That's from Asda. Did we get a spider as well? I feel like we did. There was something else. I think there was like a mini dinosaur skeleton as well that he chose to add to the decorations, as you do. So they're going to go somewhere as well. And yeah, we're going to hopefully do that tomorrow. Also got to drop the kids around to Dan's mum's tomorrow because they're on half term now. They broke up yesterday. So yeah, next week I'm not really sure what we're going to do. But obviously Monday, Tuesday, Dan's mum's going to have them. So they'll go and stay there Sunday evening through to Tuesday. Pick them up Tuesday evening. And then Wednesday I'm not sure. Thursday, Friday I'll probably work from home. And then the week after, when they're due back, they've got 2 induction days on Monday and Tuesday, which is really annoying. The Monday is actual Halloween, and I tried to book the time off. I would have liked a nice day with them to do Halloween stuff, but no, I can't have that time off because we've got a big thing going on at work and enough people are already off, which is really annoying. And I haven't spoken much about work, but I'm currently covering for a lady that's been off for a while. She's taken some leave because she's, I don't know, I think it's to do with the kind of mental health type issues. So I've been covering a lot for her, and I have a very strong suspicion she may not come back to the role. She's due back on the 31st, but we will see. I mean, it's been good practice because I've had to learn fast, put it that way. But it's, yeah, like I'm ready to kind of, you know, I've done all this work, I'm ready to get the pay for that role as well, you know. I'm ready for that promotion, because the work I've been doing for her is kind of the next step up from the role I'm in. So, you know, give me a bonus. Give me a bonus in my pay packet at the end of the month. Thank you. I'd love that. That'd be nice, you know. Show your appreciation. Like, I'm always offered bottles of like the products that we do, like champagne or something. Now I'm thinking, thanks, but I'd just give me the money. I don't drink. It's very rare I drink, and if I do, it's spirits, not champagne. I hate it when we have to do sampling. It's just, ugh, yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling now, so I'm gonna go and sort out the house. It needs sorting out, and I might actually change into this that Dan's mum got me for my birthday. I haven't actually shown any of what I got for my birthday. It's one of these like Oodies with little Dachshunds on it, and it's really cozy and warm. Dan actually bought me a furry onesie, like with cat ears. Very nice, but not ideal when I really need the toilet. So although they keep you very, very toasty, you know, if you want to wear them on a day when you're just planning to lounge about, not ideal, because I keep needing the toilet and I don't want to take my whole top half off when it's freezing in the house. Good morning. I look like a boiled potato. I didn't film anything else over the weekend because it absolutely chucked it down and we didn't get up to anything else. So yeah, it's a very boring weekend actually. We didn't get around to putting up the decorations either, because I have had a really bad like back hip sort of situation, and I've just been like an invalid hobbling around. Woke up late this morning for work. I'm working from home, and the lady I've been covering for well over a month, and I've been kind of learning her role and really getting stuck into it, and I thought doing really well. She's not coming back, she's resigned, and instead of kind of being considered to take over from her, 2 new people are coming in. One is instead of being considered to take over from her even in the slightest, a new person is coming in and they're taking her role. So I'm feeling pretty shit at the minute that I haven't even been pre-warned about this, found out in the morning meeting, when I've worked so hard for weeks, putting kind of my mental health at risk, my stress levels, when I've got so much else going on, and I've pushed myself and I think done really well. I've got everything on target. Oh my god, you guys, I didn't finish talking about what I was discussing yesterday. My battery died, I had to charge it, and I just completely forgot that I was in the middle of vlogging. You've joined me on my office floor. I'm trying to tidy up. Basically, I think what I was in the middle of saying was I was a bit pissed off with work because essentially this lady that I'd been covering, she'd taken some time off with like stress and whatever else, like mental health things, I think, and she'd been off for a while, which I think I've said, but basically I was hoping, obviously you don't hope, oh, someone stays away and doesn't come back, whatever, but I was hoping if worst came to the worst and she didn't come back, I've gained so much knowledge and feel I've improved my kind of skill set within the company, and I thought, oh, maybe I could do this role, you know. Haven't even been considered for it, and basically, I don't know if I said it or not, if I got round to saying it before the battery died, but someone else is coming into the team, someone brand new, that already works within the company, and yeah, they've done the role before, they've been doing it for a while, but I just thought, do you know what, it would have been a good opportunity for me, and not only would it be good to kind of feel, oh, sorry, I'm sorting out clothes, not only would it be good to feel like an asset to the company and as though, you know, actually progressing, because I always feel like I start in a new job right at the bottom of the pile and never really get anywhere, and it would have been nice for once if I had that. And also the wage increase would have been nice because, you know, yeah, I'm always on kind of a very low wage at whichever kind of job I go and get, and we're eager to get a house, you know, we're eager to get out of renting. I mean, not that our credit rating would do us any favours, but, you know, we just want to be able to save. And in Dan's place where he works, I mean, he's not a go-getter, nothing against him, but he's not into the progression of roles, do you know what I mean? He wouldn't work himself up kind of thing. But I would like to, if at all possible, and I feel like I could do the job well. So, you know, maybe in a different team I could do that role, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just used to it now, just being overlooked. And oh my god, I've got a massive tent that's about to fall on me. So what, the kids' tent, they decided to get it out of the cupboard even though I tidied it away. Oh, the house is upside down again. Surprise, surprise. I've got a pile of old clothes here that I've put in like little shopping bags, and I've been doing it for quite a while now, just adding to it whenever I've cleared out the kids' wardrobes, and it's getting ridiculous now. I got rid of some and took them to the donation clothing bins a few weeks back, but it's just built up again and it's getting a bit ridiculous. There's just like, it's mainly the kids' stuff. There's a couple of things of mine, but I need to go through my stuff as well. Like, oh, I don't know, I just feel like a lot of my old clothes are either no longer on trend, or they don't fit anymore, or I don't like them anymore. So I'm getting rid of as much as I can. I just feel like we need to decorate for Halloween and do all that jazz, and I feel like, oh god, that's gonna fall. If the house isn't in order elsewhere, I can't get my head round. I know that sounds really stupid, it's like for Christmas, I like everywhere to be clean and tidy before the Christmas tree goes up, you know, and if it's not, I get very stressed. So that is where I'm currently at. I've got 2 massive black bin bags, got a couple of little bags like this full of the clothes. Just don't even, literally don't even get me started on this. This is Kira's bed, piled high with teddies. Like, I don't even think she could fit in there at the minute. Where the bloody hell's the duvet? God. And then this, I mean, those are actually looking tidy, the rainbow highs for once. This doll's house, as sentimental as it is because my mum bought it, again, something my mum bought, it needs going. It's just full of like tatty toys, little plastic things you get in like Kinder eggs and blind bags. That's all the bloody room's full of at the minute. All their stuff's chucked across the floor. That's where the tent was, on that mat. It's up high. God knows what it's doing in there. Dan's probably chucked it in there out of the way. There's a Primark bag. I think Alex has used that to go shopping. But yeah, it's literally ridiculous in here. Ridiculous. I look like a bloody potato, look. I need to get a wig or something. My hair's got so thin in my old age.